Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go PvP video. You can call me Jake. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at the new community Pokemon Go update notes to the combat system in Pokemon Go PvP. We're going to be taking a look at all the new attacks that are coming to the game and the other changes that are coming to trainer battles. So this is a really hype update, guys. It dropped yesterday at around 3 or 4 p.m. That was at Eastern Standard Time or 1 p.m. Pacific. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this on Twitter. I know a lot of other creators have already covered it, but I'm just getting the time now to cover this. So we're going to be taking a look at the new combat system update. And this regards lots of new moves, that affect your status and your opponent's Pokemon's defense, attack, etc. So right before we hop into this, guys, if you enjoy this video and if you would like to see a lot more videos from me, make sure to hit that like, that subscribe, smash that bell notification to be notified whenever I upload videos, and also make sure to follow me on my Twitch and join my Discord for the YouTube community. Alright guys, so we're going to read over this entire thing for you guys to go really into depth and detail on what this update means to PvP. And it's clear to me that Pokemon Go is pushing for PvP. I feel like they've done more updates to PvP than they have to the raid system, even though the raid system's been out for 2 years. So this has to mean that they want PvP to be a thing. If it isn't already very clear to them that Pokemon Go PvP is serious and can become an esport and like more than that. But to start this off, trainers, in our previous community note, we outlined some changes that came to Pokemon Go that made trainer battles a more fun and competitive experience. We're excited to announce that more changes are coming to trainer battles. Over the next couple of weeks, you'll see some changes in Pokemon Go's various combat systems. So, upgrades to the combat systems. Our team has polished the existing system to make trainer battles and Team Go Rocket battles more intuitive and responsive in Pokemon Go version 0.157.0. The timing for damage dealt and energy charged has been improved. That's a really nice quality of life update. It means that the game's going to run smoother in general, and that the turn system and the energy is going to be a lot more fluent, I guess you could say. It'll be a lot more responsive as well. So they are stating here that they understood that this issue provided a possible gap of knowledge that players could learn to work around. That would basically provide those players with an edge in battle. They chose to adjust this since we think it was unintuitive that damage and energy changes always ran one move late. Unlike quick switching before predicting a charge attack, we don't think that the particularities of our refresh rate make for interesting choices. So this means that undertapping, guys, is sadly going to be removed. That it was not their intent from the beginning, and you know what? I'm okay with this. It added a slight gap in skill if people knew how to do the undertap, but overall, this doesn't really change much. There is still CMP in the game. All undertapping was before was trying to get your charge move one turn early. And in turn, that ended you with one less turn of energy. Or one less quick move of energy. So I'm okay with this. It's sad that undertapping is gone, but in my opinion, it wasn't really a mechanic that changed the game a whole lot. It maybe avoided you from the CMP ties, but that's just a whole nother topic that Niantic needs to work on. So, and also here, a Pokemon's health bar will briefly pulse when it receives a hit or damage. So that's, I guess, a cool little change. Now, this is where the exciting updates come in. We are getting a lot more attacks to the game, guys, and a lot more Pokemon will be receiving these attacks. So let's take a look. We have number 1, the Bubble Beam. The Bubble Beam will now have a reliable attack debuff, which decreases an opponent's Pokemon's attack stat by 1 stage. This is going to be really interesting. I know a lot of Pokemon that know this move, and I like the fact that they're adding attack debuffs to other Pokemon. So we'll see what strategies revolve around this move in the future. Power Punch, guys, has been hugely nerfed. They say here its primary purpose was intended to be rapidly boosting the attack of your Pokemon if your opponent opts to not respond quickly. The damage from Power Punch will be halved, or it seems like it's been halved, in order to help Pokemon that learn Power Punch play a lot just differently from one another by using their attacks for more damage. This should provide clear counterplay that not blocking your opponent's Power Punches is now more obvious. So I agree with this Power Punch nerf. Excuse me. I agree with it. I thought Power Punch was ridiculously OP, considering how in free play a Medicham can nearly beat an Azumarill in 2 shields, even though everything Azumarill is taking is resisted. And yeah, I completely agree with this. Power Punch from the beginning should have only been a stat boosting move, in my opinion, and it shouldn't be able to do damage at all. But if it doesn't do much damage, I feel it should cost a little bit less energy. Say like 20-25 energy for Power Punch, and does very little damage. So that's just my take on that. So next we have Psychic. It will now deal actually more damage and be usable sooner in gym raid and trainer battles. This rework was intended to make Psychic a more viable Psychic type attack in both raids and trainer battles. Trainers now also have the chance to decrease an opponent Pokemon's defense stat whenever the move is used in trainer battles. I like that a lot. I don't like that there's a chance to it though. I want it to be guaranteed. Having a guaranteed debuff makes strategies a lot more viable. But I do like the fact that Psychic is getting a nice little just buff in usability, because now Pokemon like Medicham in the Sinister Cup will definitely want to be running that move over, say, Power Punch or Ice Punch. Power Punch and Psychic will definitely be a move set to watch out for on Medicham in this cup. So next move we have Snarl. Snarl has been updated to have a clear energy generation role among the dark type fast attacks. So Umbreon users out there, you're going to love this. Umbreon is definitely getting a buff here. More attacks will be coming to Pokemon Go. So this last section was attacks we already had that were stat nerfing or boosting. And next we have the new attacks. So we have the Fangs. We have the Electric Fang move and then the Ice Fang move. And then we also have the Fire Fang. So the Thunder Fang is an electric type fast attack that Arcanine, Steelix, Hippowdon, and Mightyena can now learn. Ice Fang is an ice type fast attack that Suicune, Mightyena, Mawile, Hippowdon, and Drapion can now learn. So a lot of interesting play to be had with these new moves. Fire Fang damage has been increased to match the damage that Thunder Fang and Ice Fang deal. That's a very nice update for those certain Pokemon. And then there are some additional moveset updates. The following Pokemon will be able to learn attacks that they couldn't before. So this is a big one right here, guys. Alolan Raichu can now learn the Thunder Shock quick move, making Alolan Raichu pretty much superior to the regular Raichu, guys, because Alolan Raichu has Grass Knot. That's great coverage against ground types, whereas Kanto Raichu can't learn Grass Knot. This makes Alolan Raichu pretty much on par with regular Raichu, just its subtyping of Psychic makes it a little more weak to those ghost types. But yeah, that's a great addition. Huge buff to Alolan Raichu right there. And then we have another one, Ice Punch on Alolan Sandslash. They intended this to reliably do more fast and high powered ice type damage in the leagues. So that's a nice update. I like that. Next we have, this is a pretty major one for me, Alolan Ninetales with Charm. Now this is a huge game changer for Alolan Ninetales because it didn't really have a great fast move before. It had Powder Snow Psychic, but I feel like as a fairy type it needs that Charm. So definitely going to be more usable in Open Great League now. Next we have Golduck with the Bubble Beam, the Synchronoise, and the Cross Chop. This is a really interesting one because look at that moveset. That is huge for Golduck. It's going to get a lot more usability now. With access to a few new tricks, Golduck has a new and unique pool of charge attacks that should help it stand out against many other water types in the Ultra League. And I completely agree. We'll definitely have to see how people run Golduck in the future. Next we have Alola Marowak, which is a really big game changer for Sinister Cup. It's going to be learning Fire Spin and Flame Wheel, which makes its role as a fire type much better overall in the Open Great League meta, and potentially in Sinister. Alola Marowak's original move pool made it hard to use any fire type attacks, which is true with Fire Blast. Adding Fire Spin and Flame Wheel should give this Pokemon that reliable fire type damage that it needs to thrive in the Open Great League meta, and I agree with that. Next we have Mantine with the Bubble Beam, and providing Mantine with this move will give it a new and improved charge move that makes its role somewhat okay in the Open Great League meta. I don't really see this being a game changer too much for Mantine, because the Bubble Beam was nerfed a little bit in damage, I believe, to now pretty much make it to where the opponent's attack is debuffed. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. That one's not that great. But next we have Mawile with the Fangs and the Power Up Punch. Now this is huge for Sinister Cup, guys, because Mawile before this update wasn't that great. I mean, its bite damage provided really good coverage against the Ghost, but its energy generation was just awful, and its charge moves costed too much energy for a move, let's say like Bite. So Fire Fang and Ice Fang gives Mawile a reliable quick move, and then Power Up Punch gives Mawile's Bite a buff, which will be really scary if you catch your opponent running an unbalanced team with, let's say, 2 Ghosts. Bite will be able to tear through Pokemon when it is powered up, for sure. So we'll definitely have to see how that does in the new meta, in the new and improved meta. You guys can check that out on pvpoke.com. Huge shout out to him. Just incredibly fast guy, and he makes PvP much easier for a lot of us, as his website is a great resource for everything regarding simulations and battling, etc. So definitely go check out pvpoke.com. And last but not least, guys, we have Weavile with Snarl. Not much usability in Great League as is, because it's very squishy, but Snarl at least allows itself to hold its own against Team Go Rocket, which, I mean, raid bosses and Master League opponents. So Niantic definitely knows the meta, guys. They know that Weavile with Snarl would give a boost to it in raids and in Master League. Clearly this wasn't an update for Great League though. As it says here, it's used mostly in Master League, which is true. So they definitely know what's good in the meta, in the Great League meta, and what's not. You guys can just see that Niantic here is clearly, you know, in support of PvP. Even though they haven't jumped on board with TSR yet to create future events and tournaments and matchmaking systems, it's clear to me that they care about the PvP community, and this is a really awesome update to see. If they keep updating it like this, guys, PvP will be huge in 2020. PvP will be an esport in 2020. So yeah, that is my coverage on the new PvP update. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap, and I have so much footage for you guys for this upcoming week for this cup. I just have not gotten to recording that yet, so I'll do my best to record and push out a lot of videos this weekend and this week, so make sure you guys watch out for that. And I have a huge tournament in NYC the following weekend from when you're watching this, the same weekend as Comic-Con, and that's going to be recorded, and I'll have that video out for you guys whenever I do the tournament. It's going to be huge, like 100 player plus tournament, and I'm definitely practicing hard for that as we speak. So I hope you guys enjoyed this PvP update video with all the new things coming to Pokemon Go PvP, and I'll have a lot of videos coming for you guys with this new cup here in a couple days. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you're new here, please don't forget to smash that subscribe, smash the like, hit that bell notification, follow me on my Twitter, follow me on my Twitch. You guys know the drill. I post all that right down below in the description, so make sure to go check those out, guys. I stream at least once a week on Twitch, so follow me on there. And yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until the next one, it's been Jake, and peace out.